Good evening and welcome again to the third installment of Silver and Black UK Live. I am your host, Ollie, the UK Commish. Welcome again. Really awesome to have you all here again. I hope you're liking the new series and looking forward to hearing from all of you in the comments as we go through tonight's special episode. We really want you guys to get involved. So whatever you're watching, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook or Periscope, make sure you get in those comments below. We really want to hear from you. Before we get moving, I just want to give a real special shout out to one of our real long-standing members, Pete Williams. If you haven't seen it in the Silver and Black UK Facebook group, he shared a fantastic experience and just awesome to see how our members are touching the community and really working out there. So, Pete, thank you so much for what you did this week. Fantastic ambassador for the organization, and don't worry, your replacement coin and a few other bits are in the mail to you. So let's get going. We've got loads to go through tonight. It is going to be one heck of a busy show. We're really looking forward to it, and we're starting to bring in not only the same motley crew that you guys are so used to seeing. We will be bringing in a special guest. So I'm just going to bring up how we're going to run tonight. So we've got our special guest. I might have just spoiled it there. I forgot I'd put his name on the slide, so sorry there, guys. And then we'll be coming through a bit of a pre-game discussion and analysis of the upcoming game with the Bills this weekend in the Allegiant. Standard section on the game day predictions. Looking forward to some hot and cold takes and some wild, outlandish, maybe not Rico Gafford touchdown story from the game, but yeah, I'm sure Mitch has got some crazy stuff cooked up. And then we'll touch around the league news, things that have been changing, and upcoming recent headlines that have been out there. So without further ado, let's bring in my normal motley crew. Tony, how you doing this evening?
Evening all. I'm doing it. How you doing?
And Mitch, welcome to the stream. And give us a go, Raiders.
Go Raiders. Hi everyone. Hello everyone in the chat. How's it going?
Excellent. Awesome. Okay, and then as we might have alluded to, we have a special guest, Kevin Reitzel, the Raider Nerd. Welcome,
all right,
Kevin.
Mitch, this is how you do it. Go Raiders!
See, that's better. That's better. I'm going to get a noise complaint from my neighbours just through the headphones for that.
What's up? What's up, you Silver and Black UK family? How you guys doing? I miss you.
Oh man, it has been awesome. We have had such an awesome story with you. For those that don't know, Kevin, pretty much one of the first super fans over from the US that got in touch when back in 2013, first days of Silver and Black UK, and he was one of the super fans that made the trip across with his Raider Nerd persona. Character, uniform. I'm not sure the correct term for these people that wear the attire on game day.
You guys were so young back then.
Are we not still young? Or are you saying we've aged terribly since 2014?
Yes, that.
Some people age like fine wine and other people age like milk, and apparently we're the latter.
So Kevin joined us back in 2014 when the Dolphins and the Raiders met in Wembley. Kevin, just give us a quick outline. What was your best memory from back in 2014? What did you really enjoy?
The second family that I adopted in the UK. And it obviously starts with you guys, but I got to give a shout out to the McLeods there. Stevie's lovely wife, Annie's daughter, Heather. Love those guys. Stayed with them, and all of the other wonderful people out there, Keith Smith, all you guys. It's literally, that's what it was. You guys started a tradition that you should all be very proud of, and we are over here. And I speak highly of all of you guys, and there was just so many friendships and family that started because of what you guys started. And I'll be forever grateful to you guys to that. And of course, the McLeods.
I was sure just then I realized that I still had the banner up on the screen and I was obscuring a little bit of your face. And I'm sure from previous streams I might have got some abuse.
Oh, you're not.
Don't go blocking his face.
You'll see plenty of this face. Trust me.
So, 2014, wow, what a distant memory, but amazing memories, fantastic memories with so many from all over the globe that came. It wasn't just people from the US. We had people from Australia, Singapore, Germany, Sweden. It really did start there, and it was fantastic and just so cool to see, what are we, quick maths here, 7 years on and still in touch. It's so cool. What an awesome family. The Raider Nation is so cool. So, Kevin, we alluded to the Raider nerd persona. Can you give us a little bit of a background? Love to hear how that came about and what inspired you.
It's something that kind of came to me when I moved to Atlanta back in 2000 and I think it was 7 or 8. I hooked up with the Atlanta Raider Booster Club, and I love those guys. They're like another family to me as well. And I started traveling with them, and I remember the Raiders playing there in Atlanta back in 2013, I think it was, or something like that. And when I started traveling, I was like, I got to up my game here. I'm a big old nerd. I'm with the 501st costume group. I joined later on in the Rebel Legion, big Star Wars fan, and I like, I want to do something like a Boba Fett / Raidery type of mashup. And I found some stuff online. I started working on it. And then eventually I changed the helmet to a much cooler helmet. And before the Mandalorian TV series came out, everyone was kind of calling me Raider Fett or Raider this. And it was just a great response I got, not just with kids, but with parents of the kids that really loved the taking pictures of it. And one of the things I really noticed that kind of cemented that was the trip to London to see all you guys for the first time there, game against Miami. And since then, it's just been something that a lot of fans have gravitated towards understanding. And now that the Mandalorian TV series is out, everyone calls me the Mandalorian Raider, which is funny. But I just wanted to brand the Raider nerd because I'm a fan of so many different fandoms, whether it's Star Trek, Star Wars, of course, Highlander, one of the podcasts that I do as well. And it just seemed to fit. And so I went with it. And I got a new mascot with me. It was proved quite popular in Vegas, by the way.
I did see his journeys cross country. It was pretty cool to see.
So we could have done with Baby Yoda at the at Foxborough last week, couldn't we?
Right. Everyone in Vegas was rubbing his head for luck, and it seemed to be working. So,
talking about your trip to Vegas, obviously you went there recently and visited the Death Star, as it's been coined. What was your impressions of that?
Oh, let me tell you, on my trip up there, I had made a stop in Joshua Tree, a great national park in the desert in California, and pictures and YouTube albums do not do this place justice. It is gorgeous. After I did that, the next morning I drove up to Vegas, and I didn't have any plans that morning until the afternoon to meet up with a Vegas local friend of mine. I'm like, what am I going to do? You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and stop at the Death Star. It's exactly what I did. And let me tell you guys, this thing is gorgeous in person. And it just so happened that the Raider image store was open. And I went into that thing, and I know maybe you guys saw my video. I was overwhelmed. I spent like good 2-3 hours in there. It was just unbelievable. But the stadium itself was great. The staff there was great. But I got to tell you, Las Vegas was ready for the Raiders. All of the hotels, all of the signs, all the people that work there, the casinos, everything. But I got to mention one thing I thought was funny. I've been saying is that they were ready for Raider Nation, but they weren't quite ready for Raider Nation when it comes to those of us that like to dress up and come from California and all across the country. But they were still welcoming with open arms. We did a Gorilla Rill, of course, the super fan for the Raiders, organized a fan rally on Sunday morning, and we all showed up for that, and that was great. Let me just tell you right now, and I've been telling people ever since I went there, if you can get there this year, even if you can't get inside the stadium, you will have a wonderful time in Las Vegas because there are so many great places to watch it. They're also organizing, tailgating outside of the stadium as well. Vegas is ready for you guys. And even if you can't get into the stadium, you can still visit the stadium on the outside. You can get into the Raider Image store, except on game days. But it's a wonderful place to be. Vegas is all about the silver and black, and I highly recommend you get there as soon as you can.
We are going to be there as soon as Trump lets us in the country. That's the end of it. Awesome. I'm going to go on. So obviously you said you've followed the Raiders. You've been with the Georgia lot. You've come with us to London. Recent trip to Vegas. What is your favorite memory as a Raiders fan? What's one thing that sticks out in your mind?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I
because
think
there's so many, right?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the fan experience, obviously going to London is up there as well in the recent trip to Vegas. But when it comes to maybe meeting a Raider player, it was when I went to a game in Oakland several years ago, and at the Raider Image store, Philip Villapiano was there. And he's always been one of my favorite Raiders. And I actually have his signed jersey over my head. You can't really see it in the picture here, but I went up to him and I gave him my money to sign my stuff and everything. And he was very open and grateful. And I said, you know what? I'm proud of you. And he kind of was taken back by it. He's like, what? Well, usually you don't hear that from fans. I'm like, every time you have a chance to talk about the Raiders, you are 100%. And you live the Raiders, and you're so proud to be a Raider, which I think is a great lesson for a lot of fans that maybe struggle with the Raiders sometimes. They either are on the fence when they lose or whatever, but he lives and breathes silver and black, and he ended up giving me his business card. He was just so proud. He gave me a hug. That was my favorite, like, meeting a Raider moment that I've ever had. But obviously being in the silver and black UK for the first time and seeing you guys and seeing, I've been to London a few times since then, and Keith Smith and a few of you guys have shown up to meet me, and that means a lot to me. But God, there's a lot, man. But those are some of my favorites right there.
Awesome stuff.
So go on. I'm gonna fire you with one you're not ready for. Let's hear a random Raider nerd fact. Let's give us a random one.
I once played paintball with Gene Simmons of Kiss, members of Anthrax, and Testament during an taping of MTV Sports. I've also been on MTV Singled Out with Jenny McCarthy. She touched my hair, by the way. Those are random. How's that?
Is that hair still in a jar somewhere on the shelf that you've had?
That's pretty random. All right, my old school not long after I left was I don't know if you ever saw that. I think it was called like School of Rock with Gene Simmons, and they did a British school. That was my old school. So
yeah.
Wait, the movie School of Rock?
No. It was
I thought you meant the Jack Black
cheesy,
film.
like,
Right.
TV program.
Okay.
Cool. So, Kevin, if you're good to hang around, we'd love to keep you in for the next segment.
I would love to be here. Thank you.
So let's cut over to the next section, please. So as we really want to start looking ahead to this week's game, we have got the hot Buffalo Bills coming in into Las Vegas. Want to talk about where we're at on the table so far. We're sitting second place, 2-1. We've got the Bills coming in at 3-0. Josh Allen looking like he's got some skills out there, maybe. And those guys seem to be putting something together out there. So it would be impolite whilst we have a guest in the house. Kevin, what's your take on this matchup?
I was feeling a little more confident a little bit earlier, but because of our injuries right now, it's tough to think that this is going to be, an easy win, if not a hard loss. But the Bills do have some weaknesses, especially guarding the tight end, and that's where we excel with. Hopefully, we can make that work this weekend. But we're playing at home, and even though we don't have fans there, being there in Vegas, it's such a home field advantage, and knowing that the fans in that Vegas are there with them watching from close nearby, I think will lend to the energy for the team. But the Bills are tough right now, man. I could see them winning that division over the Patriots. I could see that happening. So it's tough. They got some weapons there. I'm feeling a little less confident about it, to be honest with you.
I think, our odds are looking good. You mentioned we've got a lot of injuries, but very much a next man up mentality needs to be here. And I still think, receiving core, we've got a passable, a good receiving core out there. Not the receiving core we want to see out there. Aguilar, time to step up. Zay, time to step up. Hunter, well, let's start bringing you in on something other than
Corey Littleton. How about you step up, brother?
Well, he called himself out right this week, didn't he? Littleton said, no, I need to step up. I'm not playing the right ball. I need to be playing. So that was good to see that people are recognizing it. Well, players are recognizing they're not stepping up. I think we found out why Abram was not playing his best. So I'm interested to see what we've got. I think if JJ can stay healthy, we've got a nice run attack there. So I still think we've got weapons out on the field. What I do think that, we've got weapons on the field, but, I think we've got to see a little bit more of Gruden coming out of his typical run pass for us to take this W this week. We've got to shake it up. We shook it up against the Saints. Look what happened. We went back to our standard stuff in the second half against the Rats last week. And Tony,
are Buffalo really as good as what they look? Just genuine question. I mean,
please explain.
Please explain. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. They beat the Jets and they beat the Dolphins.
Right. And that's what it is. They're 3-0, but is it a proper 3-0?
Yeah, this is it. I mean, obviously they were up against the Rams last week, and then the Rams came out and just removed their lead. And obviously they came through in the end. But I mean, obviously, as Kevin alluded to earlier, there are weaknesses there. So, I mean, we do have an issue. Obviously, Allen has to be in the discussion for MVP this year. Has to be, based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah. But he's still a young guy. He's still got to put a season in there. He's put 3 games in, and one of those, well, 2 of those are against weak teams. And let's not forget they barely beat the Jets. Well, they beat them by what, 10 points, was it?
Yeah.
And then they snuck past the Dolphins, which that's a dumpster fire going on over there.
But yeah, I mean, so you've got Allen back there, and then the receiving core of Stefon Diggs, John Brown, and Cole Beasley. It's got to be one of the better ones out there. There you go. See,
right,
Stuart's Stuart's hitting the nail on the head there. I mean, it's a really good core, and we've struggled against the pass, and even more so given the injury report that came out. So I think we could struggle through the air. I mean, if you look at, obviously I know Mitch, you're the stats man, you're the numbers man, but I mean, we stack up really well against the Bills this year. But I think our injuries are possibly in the wrong places. I think containing Josh Allen and the rest of that offense is going to be a really tall order. I don't think the Bills are as good as advertised, but I think, given our injury status, I think it's going to be a real tall order to get past this.
Yeah, on the injury front, we've got six starters out, and of them 6 starters, it's 6 different positions as well. It's not like it's all in one area, so we're thin across the whole board. And then you look at the Bills IR, and they have 3 people on IR. They've got a backup linebacker in Delshon Phillips who's out. They've got rookie running back Zach Moss questionable with a toe, and then Mario Addison, a backup defensive end with a knee. So they could go into this game with 1 person out, and it's a backup linebacker where, like you said, we've got 6 starters and then a few others scattered around. So, yeah, that next man up mentality really needs to shine through. You want to see, we had an Aguilar week, and we had a Zay Jones week, and we've had a Hunter week. We need all of them having a week together.
I think we're coming at game 4. Normally we would have had a couple of preseasons under our belt by this point. So maybe, as bad as it is, if we have to drop to the Pats in week 3, call it preseason. I'm kind of happy with that.
Let's air it out, LaMonica style. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So I was listening to who was it? Was one of the Raider Fan Radio, one of Murph's items, and they were saying, look, DC balled out in Fresno. That he was known for a big throwing. And
even if you have to go 3 and out on the, just go for 3 passes there, get the Bills nervous to cover them. And then, it's like what we're doing at the end of the Saints game, we were doing the pass to set up the run to kill the clock later in the game. Let's mix that up.
Which was lovely to see. And we weren't going run pass. And, let's be honest, they're going to go, phew, Ruggs is not here. We don't have to worry about that deep ball. Zay's still a weapon. Aguilar can, get up there quick enough. We need to see DC come back with his big arm that he was so known for at the beginning of his career. Gruden's just not doing him a good job. He's just saying,
Gruden loves tight ends and fullbacks. So
see, we've got a problem with airing it out anyway. We have 3 receivers. That's all we've got. Is it not? So, I guess one of the questions for the weekend is, do we split Waller back out at wide receiver to give us 4 in the receiving core this weekend?
I think we've got no choice but to.
Yeah, make a receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. And he used to play receiver. And, so I think, possibly Waller out at receiver, and then we'd get Whittington at tight end.
We've got Foster.
And Derek Carrier as well.
And Carrier, right.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of double tight out there, I think.
Yeah.
Either stacked to one side or even. And I think, to be fair, our tight end core is actually one of the strongest units that we've got on the roster. So let's pile them out there. If we're short on the bodies on the perimeter, let's pile the tight ends out there.
I don't think anyone could really expect any different from a John Gruden offense, could they? Other than having solid tight ends.
Yeah, but we've been putting one out on a route and one staying home.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, want to give DC some time, I figure. But
yeah,
I think what we need to see is more vertical attack. We're seeing a lot of kind of washes and floods, and that gives DC the excuse. Oh yeah, I saw the short man. I threw the short man. Let's run some more, vertical attacks, some more air raid. Open him up, give him his confidence back because he's knocked. Like you see Darnold over in New York. He's a broken guy. He's got skills, but his confidence is broken. And I think we've got the same potential storyline going with DC. And we've spoken about it before, that he needs his confidence back. So Gruden, if you're listening, I'm not talking to you. I know you guys are listening because you listened to Tony last week.
Paul Gunther listened, didn't he?
Exactly.
So give him an absolute rollicking. Yeah.
Gruden, let him pass deep, man. We just need to let it loose. That's all I got to say.
I mean, that's what we had that conversation about the Saints game, didn't we? We saw in the first quarter that JJ wasn't getting anywhere. So we came out, like we said, 3 passing downs, and look what happened. It worked so well. And against the Pats, third quarter, we're sat there going, stop giving it to Josh every first and second down, because it wasn't working. And then, like we said again, hurry up offense at the end of the game, all passing, touchdown, 2-minute drill before the half, all passing, touchdown. So,
I had to bring this one up. Kev, there's old Stevie. He's in. He agrees. Air raid, let's go.
If we don't hear them sirens, we need them.
You see, now Stuart's made another comment there about controlling the clock and run heavy. Actually, again, obviously, I know you're the numbers man there, Mitch, but the Bills actually 26 against the run. So if we can get a healthy dose of Jacobs,
JJ could go off.
I have these listed. This
is why I think it's
go on. Sorry,
everyone take a moment. We're getting the stats now. Let's go.
This is why I think it's going to be a shoot. It's going to be a shootout. I think this is going to be a shootout because Stuart Ray was right. He said earlier they've got Diggs and they've got their receivers too, and so I think it's going to be a high scoring affair, which will make it fun. I hope.
Yeah. Stuart's comment there. I'll throw some numbers out for that if you want to bring the most recent comment in. As per Sports Radar, we have missed 20% of all of our tackles this season.
That's a problem.
Oh, now I know the comment you're talking about. Yep. And I think he probably attributes for 18% of them.
As of the stats, we have 3 of the top 13 players with more than 5 tackles. Corey Littleton has 7, Jonathan Abram has 6, and Nicholas Morrow has 5. That's not good. But yeah, the lucky thing is that like Tony said, they are 26th against the run, but they're also, ironically, 26th ranked in rushing. So they're not a great team running the ball on the ground, which is annoying because we look like we can actually stop the run sometimes, but it's passing through the air that we can't do. And when it comes to passing, they're second in passing yards. I think we all know that with how well Allen's playing right now. So it's
okay.
Annie McLeod wants us to lighten up a little bit. What do we got going for us?
He's messaging. Make it positive. Make it positive. He's sitting there in the wooden chair with the director written on the back. Let's get Stevie call this. I think the positive is we may have injuries, but we've certainly still got tools. We've got weapons out there.
We've got depth.
We've got injuries, but I don't think that we've got anything insurmountable. It's not, touch wood, it's not like the starting QB's down. We'll move on from that one quickly, but we've still got a lot of weapons out there, and I think it's a game that we can take. I think a lot of people are going, Bills on paper 3-0, the Raiders fell apart last week. Well, we played Belichick last week. We didn't. Okay, there's missed tackles, but I think we put good football, especially in the first half. We put good football out there. And Belichick, he's good. He outcoached us.
Yeah, 100%. That's all it was. And we forget as well, like the little like Kevin alluded to earlier, they're coming to our house this time. They are the ones who have got to travel the however many thousand miles across country to us. We ain't got to move anywhere, so we've got to take it to them and defend the Death Star for the second time.
So let's, I think we're at that point. I think we should start hitting up some predictions. So let's get moving. Right on. Okay, again, politeness first. Kevin, the way this rolls, I know you've been watching, so the way this rolls, we want to hear your score and who you got to win.
I'm going to choose the Raiders 38-35 in a shootout. I think we're going to get a field goal towards the end, and hopefully our defense will make a stop, and then we can kill the clock. That's what I'm shooting for right now. And that I think the Raiders can win this game. Obviously, we've got injuries. We've got other issues as well with tackling, and hopefully that can be coached up this week because I know everyone else has been talking about that when it comes to podcasts and everything. So I know someone over there in Henderson is hearing something. So hopefully those things will be worked on. But I both defenses still a little suspect. I expect a high scoring game here, which will be fun to watch. I'm looking forward to. I'm actually going to be watching it with a very good friend of mine I've known for many, many years who is a Bills fan. And so I'm looking forward to that. My buddy Bob, if he's watching, but I'm going to go 38-35.
Nice. Solid pick. Tony, don't disappoint. Let's go.
Do you know, I've really struggled with this week. Since the injury update come out,
pick up with your heart,
seats, guys. I think we might have a defector. Go
He's
on.
going to be the first pick in the SB UK TV series against the Raiders. Is history about to be made?
Well, he hasn't said it yet, so go on, Tony.
All right, I think the scoreline is 42-35.
Whoa, it's a biggie.
I think we get into a shootout.
Wow.
But I think my quarterback DC does it. I think we're on the 42.
Oh, he's flipped it. Wow.
Reels you in, and then
Thought you had us.
Everyone rub
Right.
Baby Yoda. We hope that happens. Everyone rub Baby Yoda. Is it Baby Yoda or Baby Raider? What we going for?
Oh, Baby Raider Yoda. That's what I've been calling him.
Oh, this is full blown. It's got a
Can-
middle name.
He approves of your pick.
Can I just? So it's still the Raid Nerd, not the Raidalorian.
Raider nerd, yeah.
Not the Raidalorian. Okay.
Right. I wonder if Mitchell has got some obscure stat that is going to point us in that direction. Go on, Mitchell.
What do you
Let's
want?
hear it.
There's stats everywhere with me. We know this. I'm agreeing with everyone. It's going to be a shootout. Score line. I've got 42-38. I'm giving it to the Bills. I can't. I think. Shoot me on down. I think Josh Allen is just too damn good. I think that's the problem, and I think that they're going to throw it at us and air out on the first half and quarter, second quarter.
Sorry, guys, I forgot this was a Raider meeting. I've just kicked him. He's gone. I'm not having that on here. God bless.
Is he trying to give us a reality check there?
Atrocious. I can't believe it. I'm going to let him back in now, but he's got to apologize. Warner Mitchell off the naughty step.
I need to go and get my dunces hat. No, I just think Josh Allen's too good. I see our secondary being gassed. I see Gruden running out of ideas. I hope I'm wrong, but I can see the Bills doing us in a high scoring game. I think it will be competitive, but
Gave it to the Bills.
Do you know, I really, really struggled with this scoreline.
I was thinking this the whole day, trying to rack my brain for this seg, and then the first 20 minutes we spent talking, you all convinced me that we were going to. I'm sorry, Anne-Marie. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to find every abusive one. Everyone, please join in on there.
I
Do we
mean,
give him the red card? Is that what we give him?
I need
Okay.
Can we put a challenge flag in the next members pack? Because I need to throw this because I feel like it's
Jed Harris says ejection.
Yeah, he's in. Boom, gone.
unsportsmanlike take.
Yeah, that's unsportsmanlike. I need to get the graphic next time. Just,
So
wow.
Dave's got my back. Yeah. But I'm going to go on a hot take for that. I think I'm going to say Ingold gets a touchdown again. I'm going to
You're
go
just
with
trying
that.
to dig yourself out of that
I am
hole
trying to dig myself
You're
out.
just trying to
But yeah. But I want to see more from Ingold. Madden have upped his ratings for hurdle. I want to see that. again.
Yeah, that was cool.
I want to see an Ingold fly through the sky into the end zone.
I got my pick in, and I don't know if it means I need to kick myself because I'm dreaming. No, the Raiders are taking this. The Raiders are taking this. They're fake 3-0s. Raiders have got this. I don't think it's going to be as high scoring. I think we're lacking a couple of weapons. I'm just going to go 34 points because I think that's what Gruden's saying. I just want an offense that scores 34 points. So I'm going to say 34.
But we start punting on first down after that.
Yeah, but I still think it's going to be close. 34-31. 34-31. That's my shout for a Raider win. So one defector. If he gets it right, we're not going to live this down. Yeah, Kevin, you're going to have to join us as well. If he gets this right, Kevin, you got to come on. You got to fess up to it as well. You got to come in on Monday night.
The McLeods are roasting him. It's great.
They really are.
I thought I had friends up in the Scottish areas, but no, I've just lost them all.
That is.
I hope I'm wrong.
Dave,
I'm not going to lie.
Dave Fielding agrees with you, though, Mitch. He does. Dave thinks that Josh Allen is just too much.
I think he is. Yeah, he's like you said, he's on course for MVP. If they get
too much for the Jets, and he's too much for the Dolphins, we've still got a reasonable secondary out there. And frankly, I don't think Arnett was playing that well, so I'm not that worried about him being questionable.
I want to give a shout out real quick. Swag Jeff from Raider Fans Radio, Merce Fan Cave. He is in the chat. What's up, Swag?
Hey, what's up, Swag?
Oh, sweet.
Spent some time with him at the Vegas game. So what's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Awesome to have you here. Thanks for joining. Cool. So I'm going to just quickly make sure everyone, obviously, we had some good fun with you guys in the comments. Please do drop any questions. If you've got any questions for the regular crew or for Kevin. I'm hoping Kevin's not going to be here on Monday because we don't have to eat any humble pie with old Defector here next door. In fact, I'm moving. I'm moving out, so I'm going away. I don't want to go near. I'm staying over the side of the screen as well. Come on here and you pick the bills. It's not on.
I'm not going to lie, Mitch, with that white hoodie on, when you turned round to have your back to the camera, I half expected a Bills logo to be on the back of it.
That would have been shocking.
No,
we need to do those reveals in future episodes. Reveals. Cool. So a lot going on.
Well. Stuart's agreeing with me. I'm slowly, people are coming around to the idea that, that Alan is a great quarterback.
A lot going on in the league. So let's move on to the penultimate segment for tonight. I do have a special segment as well, which I didn't tip anyone off on. So let's cut through to our league news. Baby Yoda's off to bed. It's bedtime. So final segment for tonight on the formal agenda is league news. Obviously, we saw earlier in the week some Titans players and staff have tested positive for COVID, which doesn't surprise me, but absolutely harrows me. I'm really sorry to see anyone catch this, but frankly, it is concerning that it is now in locker rooms. And then, slightly more closer to home, I don't want to call that place home, but where we had to visit last week, obviously news is broken today that Cam has tested positive. I don't know what that does. Anyone said anything about what that does about our game on Sunday? They putting any sanctions on us?
I hope that Max Crosby got tested again since he sacked him twice.
I'm glad you said that because that was the first thing I thought when I saw the news as well. Yeah, I think it depends when he caught it, because logic says that he caught it on the test this morning, but there's nothing saying that he didn't contract it earlier in the week in a test. I feel like if he contracted it on Monday, then yeah, we'd have had something against our game, as we saw with, like you said, the Titans and the Vikings, I think it was. So I think we're good that it wasn't anything to do with us and that we're safe.
Yeah, it's quite close timing wise, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of a shame that we didn't play him in the first couple of weeks because we were getting nowhere near the quarterback in the first couple of weeks, so we'd have been absolutely fine and safe. But I guess only time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the incubation period? I can't remember now. Off the top
I think they said the NFL posted saying I think it's until they get a positive test, but I don't honestly know how that works because I'm not chief medical officer anywhere.
No.
Yeah, I don't think they've pushed the Pats game though this weekend, have they? Or are they sliding it? I know that they've already.
As of right now, the Sunday time has been postponed, but they were looking at a possible Monday or Tuesday, with worst case scenario being rescheduled.
That's what I saw, yeah. And obviously, we don't want to see anyone catch it. T's and P's to everyone that has been affected. But if that does happen, and I'm not trying to pull good things from it, we play the Chiefs on a very, very short week next week, if they do play on Tuesday. So,
yeah, true.
There's that from it.
We'll take any advantage we can get
at this point.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, that'd be quite nice on a very short week, wouldn't it? So, But yeah, obviously they'll be coming off a win against Brian Hoyer.
With everything happening with, of course, the Titans and the Steelers game, and now this with the Chiefs and the Pats game, does anyone else kind of wish maybe they should just like delay this week?
I mean, I wouldn't be against it.
I don't think 1 week's going to help. But haven't they put a provisional flex on the Super Bowl by up to 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So it does allow for, let's say, multiple bye weeks through the season. Because that's the thing is like week 7, 8, and 9 could get really congested. Mm-hmm. And frankly, it's going to change the way that you don't just game plan a game. You game plan your season on how you're going to develop certain players and bring them into the game. So, you know, for the Steelers and Tennessee, that's probably thrown them off a little bit because they were like, yeah, well, we'll throw this guy into this game. And so, I don't know. I think it's going to get crowded, and I don't think the Super Bowl is going to go ahead on the planned date. But, yeah, I think we're going to see some pretty big shakeups because we're only week 3 and we've already got potentially – like 5 teams that could have some kind of sanction on them.
Yeah, Simon's just pulled it up 14 days incubation period on the virus. So
the one bad thing about if the Patriots and Chiefs game is postponed, that means the Chiefs get a nice little break before they play us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the stat, Andy? Because I'm a stat boy, apparently. Andy Reid was something ridiculous, like 100% successful record after a bye week. I can't remember what the stat is. It's something like that.
Andy Reid never loses in a bye week after a bye week. Never loses in a bye week after a bye week.
A little stat about that, by the way.
We lose on bye weeks.
A little stat about that. Over the last 10 years, the Chiefs have played the Raiders on that bye week after coming back from their bye 6 times out of the last 10. And how good have our Raiders been the last 10 years? Think about that.
Yeah,
it's true.
That is food for thought, most definitely.
Okay, anything else going on out in the league? I haven't really seen anything. I think, you know, the situation with Cam is it's about all the NFL news that wants to keep up on. Anything else?
I'll bring something else up that I was going to talk about last week, but I think we all got a bit too annoyed with the result. What's the deal now with the onside kick? Because, okay, ignoring the travesty that was the Cowboys and the Falcons game, didn't they have a league meeting to decide whether they were going to do a 4th and 15 on the 35 instead of the onside kick now? Because of obviously now the rule is you can't start a kickoff from running because of player safety. But because of that, it's now made the onside kick erroneous and just doesn't work. So, yeah, I think they had a meeting about it really early this year to say, yeah, if you want to go for it, it's a 4th and 15 on the 35. If you convert, you keep the ball. If not, the opponents obviously get the ball there. But I haven't heard any more from that.
I haven't seen anyone do it, but no, you're right. I remember. I thought that was coming in this year.
Oh, yeah, I know it was voted for by league owners, and I think it was passed. But since that, I've just heard nothing.
No, I haven't. All kind of went quiet, didn't it?
It's probably, we're probably not seeing it yet because no one wants to. I'm sure that's something like the likes of Andy Reid and John Gruden have been cooking up plays specifically for that. I just hope that he would throw them just at some point to win a game.
Simon's just told us it's voted out.
Oh, voted out.
I
like that as well.
Yeah, I was positive that the start. Yeah, I thought that it was probably around March. It was before the draft, or maybe just after that they had a league meeting about it. It's something I'd like to see because at the minute, onside kicks were notoriously difficult anyway, and now, unless you're, the Falcons who could, blow anything if they.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I lived in Atlanta for over 12 years, and I was there for when everyone was watching that Super Bowl against the Pats, and it's it's funny. Sorry.
Painful.
Ouch. So with that, I'm going to shift into a final segment, and conscious that I had said a long time ago to anyone that had signed up to be an SBUK member by the end of August, I was going to do a draw, game 1, and we're at game 4. So my hugest of hugest apologies. But the good news is I have got the signed Kolton Miller Mini here.
Gimme.
No. Well, that's what it was. I just wanted to keep it for another 3 weeks. I will give this a shot. I have loaded up into an application. Sorry, I'm multitasking here. Not very good at that. I've loaded up all of the eligible members, and we're just going to flick through this, and I'm going to try and work out who first name, last name the winner was. So good luck. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
Come on.
Oh,
I saw my name. Oh.
I think. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I should have put this list in order. This is a rookie move. But anyways,
Control F.
I think that Joseph Jean-Pierre, I think you are the winner. And once I've verified that, I will get that out to you. So congratulations,
Joseph
mate.
Jean-Pierre.
Well played, man. Well played.
Great guy. Love that guy.
Awesome.
I don't think he's going to send it to you, Kevin.
Kevin's I'm the best friend. Please send it to me.
Kevin's like, yeah, he lives with me now. I've got his address. It's mine.
No, he's a great guy, man. I've met him a few times, and I remember he met up with me when I just made a casual trip to London once, and great guy. So excited for him.
That's so awesome. And as we go through the season, we'll do more draws, giveaways. Got a whole host of bits and bobs to give away that I think you guys will be really excited to see.
Have you got a Rico Gafford jersey for me?
No Rico Gafford jersey.
Incidentally, I didn't see my name on that little roulette thing there.
Well, that wouldn't be fair, would it?
Why my name on there?
And this is why we need a challenge flag in the month.
I've
got my members patch here somewhere. Hold on. It says that I'm a member.
Wait a minute. Do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon we can get Kevin?
Why did I see Stevie McLeod's name twice there? Did he remember twice? What's up with that?
Do you reckon? Can we get Kevin? Do you reckon, guys?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, very
there
nice.
we go. Challenge 1.
Oh, Kevin's not got one.
I know Kevin's got his.
I've got a little stash over here.
Oh, he comes on as a guest and he wasn't armed. And I think, did I get Tony as well?
Yeah, no. I'm here. Mine's here.
Oh, it's safe.
I got a question for you.
Okay, so that's.
I got a question for you. Now, I'm also part of like the 501st and costume groups. We have challenge coins all the time. You can also show challenge coins from other clubs, right?
No, doesn't work. Not in this one. Wow, Kevin. I think we're on 4th. Well, we'll go by the week. So 4th night in Vegas. It's on you, buddy.
Thanks, all right, buddy. I got you guys. I got you. If I can get you guys in the same room with me, that's totally worth it. So there you go.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Same virtual room, isn't it? Do you really want to be in the same room as Mitchell after his little bills?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Defector Boy
verbally attacks me in every single show.
Awesome. So I think I'd probably have to give a final plug. If you are not a member of Silver and Black UK, it is a fantastic. I feel really bad saying this, Kevin. Can you just give us a little word on Silver and Black UK?
No, seriously, I've been a proud member since day one, and I love supporting you guys. I love donating to you guys, and the swag that you guys provide for your members and fans. I just ordered mine. I even ordered some extra stuff off the website there. It's just you guys are doing a great job. Your efforts here doing the show are evidence of that. And you've created a community that people should be proud of to be part of. So as you can see with the chat and everyone else, please sign up Silver and Black UK. You guys get some good stuff out of it, but not just good stuff. You also create a family with good relationships with all you guys. If you can't do it in person, definitely online. So appreciate you guys.
Nice.
We love it. Now, thank you so much, Kevin. Awesome. That we have friends all around the world, and to have people like you join us is awesome, and that's what it's about.
Proud to be here, man.
Awesome to have you.
Thanks, man.
So, Tony, Mitch, or any kind of closing comments from you guys before I wrap this one up? Obviously, I'm conscious that Tony does the closes here, so.
Does that mean I have to go first, so Tony can wrap?
Yeah,
up?
you go first.
Hold on. This is supposed to be a PG, isn't it? PG-13 show, isn't it?
Yeah. Got a little loose.
Oh,
whoa!
That's about as good as, because I'm very conscious that you want it to be, PG-13.
Hey, it's past 9 o'clock. Oh no, it's not. Give it 4 minutes. Banter for another 4 minutes, then you can let rip.
Well,
no, I think. Well, I'm all good. I don't know if Tony wants to tell me I'm not or what, but no. Been a good show. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. Do we get a win? I hope so. I hope I'm wrong, but I will come in here strutting my stuff like Vince McMahon if I am right.
He's desperate to get those points from week one, wasn't he?
I should have had a point from last week. I was close, and I'm still fighting for that point. So I'm going straight on it.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it. He actually jumped on the closing bit as well, just to try and get himself back in good favour with us after his goal. Outrageous.
On the show.
Outrageous.
No, anyways, awesome to have everyone in the comments. Please, if you're interested in joining us, ping us a message through Facebook, Instagrams, all the Twitters, whatever. Send us a message. We'd love to have you guys, not just in the comments, but let's get you on the screen, or just your voice if you don't want to come on with your face. Awesome to have anyone, whatever your affiliation with Silver and Black UK. If you're just a casual Raider fan, please hit us up, get on here. We'd love to have a chat. It'd be awesome fun.
And we still need a name.
Well,
or we gonna?
Yeah, we do.
We still
need the name. I kind of made one up because honestly, drop it in the comments if you've got a good name. I've just called it Live Show, but I'm sure someone can come up with a better one.
Two guys and a Bills fan. There you go.
Sick burn.
And on that bombshell.
Can I get a bit of positivity my way? Can we close with Paul Berry's comment?
Paul Berry's comment.
Because some people like me, contrary to popular belief.
Chat is live. Look at those guys. Love it.
Outrageous.
Paul Berry. Enough of that.
Face of the franchise.
Clouds.
Yeah, get that off. Yeah, I think we should just have big, laughing, smiling faces laughing at Mitchell. You clown. Anyway, guys, been awesome fun hanging out with you. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun, guys. Keep up the good work. I love it.
Let's get you on here again. And Tony, Mitchell. Tony, have a good night. Mitchell, I hope you sleep badly. Nasty person.
Do you know what? It's going to be another night like the other night. I was watching the
Not having it. I don't want to hear about your Bills.
You don't even want to hear the horror story I had because I think you'd have enjoyed it. No, I managed to spill the entirety of this flask all over my bed at 2:30 in the morning, watching the Donkeys try and lose to the Jets.
Lovely.
So it's probably another one of them nights. But yeah,
all
thank
right,
you,
Kevin. Kevin's going to sing us out for the night. So, Kevin, 3, 2, 1. Give us a Raiders! Awesome. Go Raiders. Thank you, guys.
Go Raiders. Cheers.